Hello and welcome to a Wicked Parley. It's the beginning of a new month, and so with a new month means a new challenge. And of course, before we get into the new challenge, we get to kind of discuss what happened with last month's challenge, you know? I mean, because, hey, you know, reasons and stuff, right?
Reasons.
Yeah, okay, so,
Last month's challenge, the November challenge, was...
having a meal with family or a loved one. And unfortunately, I failed said challenge. It was bad. I'm sorry. I don't have much family, and my family that is around is not really around. It's kind of like spread apart, so it was very challenging to even have that happen. And I'm not loved. That's okay. Don't worry. I'm being silly. Sure, there's at least one person out there. Someone. Maybe a tree. Anyways.
Maybe a tree. Yeah, I didn't do well either. Like, my family is like all the way like 7 hours away from me, and the nearest family member's like a half-hour drive away. Which, you know, ain't that far, but
yeah.
I have stuff to do.
Yeah.
If we count friends, then it'd be fine, but that wasn't the part, so...
Okay.
I attempted. I did get a couple of meals here and there.
Yeah, I mean, clearly you had to. Thanksgiving was clearly one of them, you know?
Yeah. If we had to get one, it might as well be the major one.
I know, right? At least you're gonna get that one. That's the one that matters, right? Hi, host. I don't know what's going on with why the chat isn't appearing on the screen, but... Oh, okay, because it was hidden.
It was hiding. Decided to go, nope.
Yeah. Okay, so, you know, when it comes down to the overall challenge, I'm just going to point this out. I think that that challenge is extremely problematic if you're a hermit like me. So, hopefully other people who maybe perhaps participated in the challenge had more success. I do think that there's a couple things that I kind of noticed right away with the challenge that kind of is interesting. I realized just how very little I actually eat, and how very rarely I eat with people. So that was kind of something that was interesting and kind of surprised me. I'd be curious to know, Rose, did you have a similar experience or observation?
Yeah, kind of. Like, it was kind of in the back of my head that I typically skip a lot of meals if I just don't feel like it. Like, there have been plenty of days where I just don't eat until my stomach's kind of growling at me. So it's just like, when I had friends who knew about the challenge, it's like, did you eat, did you eat, did you eat, did you eat? It's like, it's like, wait a minute.
I mean,
mean.
I'm going to say this, in the guidelines for the specific challenge, you had to eat a meal with someone, not the food was in the presence of other people.
Because if it was that simple,
yeah,
it would be get takeout.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. But yeah, but that's the issue primarily with that one. Okay, all right. Well, let's get it out of the way now. Let's get the new monthly challenge. Hey, here's what I am going to say about this. Okay, there are a few challenges on the challenge wheel that cannot be accomplished during certain times of the year. So, in the event that one of those particular things appears, like the typing with only one hand, that will have to be a forced re-roll. So, I'm just gonna...
academic year right now. No!
Yeah, can't do that. I mean, but, you know, everything else is fair game for the most part, as far as I know.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Takeout has no soul.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of that challenge now, doesn't it?
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Am I ready? No, but is my spirit willing? Sure.
I don't know if I'm either, to be quite honest.
Oh, dear Lord. Here we go. Shit. Here we go. And it's... What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure Yep!
Okay, so want to outline this one for us, Rose?
Sure. Of course. This one is based off of the, I believe it's Inga from BuzzFeed. It's either BuzzFeed or Tasty. She's been on both.
Uh-huh.
And when the challenge was essentially for every day of the month, she would, for 24 hours, eat food of only one color. And she got to kind of choose the color. So she did a full 24 hours of food that was only colored black, a food that was only colored purple, blue, that sort of thing.
If we care about shade here, like let's say like I have mashed potatoes and applesauce.
Not that I know. She just did any shade of that particular color.
Okay, so if it's tan, it's all tan.
It's all the tans.
Okay, so if I had like mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and like say like chicken breast, right? It's all kind of the same color roughly.
As long as the cheese is not like vibrant yellow.
No, we're talking about like a white cheese.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, all right. Congratulations. We are definitely getting this challenge done this month. And I get to have mac and cheese. Yeah.
I need to get potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah.
I need to get potatoes.
So much potatoes.
I need to get a lot of potatoes.
They're also, let me ask you this, when it comes to eating food, does this count beverages too? Please tell me it doesn't count beverages.
Do you count beverages as food? Because I just consider it a completely separate.
Yeah, it's a drink. Yeah, it's something completely different. Yeah.
Okay, then no.
Okay, and then here's the other question too. Does food dye count? Could I theoretically go get food dye and then just make whatever I want and then add food dye to the food?
I think as long as it would color the entire piece, then probably.
Oh, see, that's cheating. Ah, God.
I mean, if you want to take that out, sure.
I mean, like, I kind of feel like it's got to be naturally. The color naturally has to be that color at the end of the day. It can't be like, I mean, like, if there's like dye in the food like normally, then I think it's okay. But if like you have to add artificially dye, I think that's cheating.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
If you want red, get some beets. Apparently.
I'm gonna have like broccoli and green beans and like spinach.
Oh, I have to go grocery shopping again.
Yeah. This is gonna be expensive. This is gonna be expensive.
Because this was like, I go grocery shopping like once a month, and I'm usually able to do that, but like it's all different types.
Yeah. I mean, like, hey, you don't have to take this challenge. It can only be me. Do you want me to take a picture of my meals so that way everyone knows what's going on?
Sure, we can put it in a collage to put at the next recap, I guess.
Okay. All right. Like, is that what people want? All right, well, I'll put it this way. If anyone wants to see that, put that in the comment section. If I don't see it in the comment section, I won't do it. And it's got to be for this episode. Do spices interfere with this challenge? I don't think so, as long as the spices don't change the color of the food. Significantly.
I mean, if you crush them fine enough, it barely shows up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if we're talking about, like, black pepper, for instance, like, you know...
Yeah,
like,
if you grind that, like, hecka fine.
Yeah, then you wouldn't see it. So, I wouldn't count it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because things have speckles.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hi, Kyle. Welcome to the show.
Even, like, you know, the super greens from the grocery store, those are multiple colors, and it's supposed to be green.
Okay, but, like, okay, I'm gonna say this now. Like, this is why I'm getting different colors of bell peppers. So I could add the different colored bell peppers to different dishes.
fair.
Oh,
it didn't happen.
I'm gonna get some creative dishes that are gonna taste really fucking bizarre. I just want to find out how many green things. I mean, does mold count? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the food turns green, does that count? I mean, everything. Let's say I put something into a blender and most of it's green. Does it still count?
Yes.
Really? Okay. Wow. All right.
Because people
I'm
make
detecting loopholes.
No. Because here's the thing: tomato soup is legitimately made with a blender for like really smooth ones.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how all.
Yeah, as long as it was like originally a food and then you just hit it in the blender, it's not going to be in a straight up drink.
Okay, all right. Also, know that this program is going to be a new format. We're going to be trying out a slightly shorter episode runtime. So we're going to be shooting for something closer to 40-45 minutes. Okay. So just so that way you guys know for future things.
I can't make pancakes.
I can. I'll show you. I'll show you how. I'll show you how.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I'm gonna have to start planning.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I've already made this is gonna be hard for social gatherings because I've got 2 this month already. No, like one of them's a social for my department, and another one is a planned thing that we have been planning for 2 months.
All right, audience. I'm just gonna say this now. There are going to be 2 caveats for Rose, who's not going to have to worry about this particular event during those 2 days. So, I'm giving her a pass. Yeah, she gets the pass. Okay, I will suffer through this entirely though. I'll make it happen. All right. Another thing to note is that there will be a 2-minute pause at about 20 minutes into the episode, so in about 10 minutes. So don't run away. There will be only one of those moving forward unless I see a necessary need for it. But I think the pauses are important, and I want to let the audience know that the reason why those pauses are there is to make sure we stay on track, and that if anything that needs to be fixed, through the course of the episode, gets an opportunity to be addressed without you guys having to deal with it through the entire thing. So it's an important thing. It's also something that I think is helpful just for digesting content, and it's a time where you guys can use the restroom or grab a drink or something like that, because I know 40 minutes is still a pretty long time. All right, with all that being said...
Oh, hold on. Host has got a question about apples.
Okay. All right. What are we going with here?
So are gala apples red or white?
Okay, here's the thing. Apples, period. Unless you're eating the skin too, they're the same color, which is in the tan to white family. Which to me, I'm gonna count as tan and white is the same. Now, if you're gonna eat the skin, in my mind, then you eat just the skin. Sounds disgusting. Which would be green or red or yellow or white or orange or even like the in-between stuff. So, I would say this challenge sucks because you're gonna have to.
God.
You're gonna have to do. Huh? What?
No, it's fine. I'll talk to you during break.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty then. Well then, and then Murphy's Law, everything blend will eventually turn brown.
I mean, the host has got a couple of suggestions for the different colors.
We will review these in over the break,
and
then we'll make a comment about it later. Yeah. All right, let's get into the actual episode tonight. So tonight we have, what is it, Rose?
Questions out the wazoo.
Awesome, and hey, maybe we say some random funny things that get you guys interested in the topic that maybe we pursue, or maybe we say something that's silly and you guys have a good time. And I hope that you love the special. We're working on more, so look forward to future special episodes coming out in the coming weeks.
Yep.
So.
All right. First question. Of the wheel of nonsense.
I'm so scared. Like these questions are always so bizarre.
They really are.
Oh man.
Oh. Okay. Well, this one is kind of tame.
Is it?
Not really.
What's my favorite thing about winter?
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about winter?
I like the fact that it thins out the herd.
It thins out the herd. That was not something I was expecting to hear, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah, everyone, they get cold, they shrivel up, and then they go on to another life.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
Yeah. What about you?
Let's see, my favorite thing about winter, I think for me, it would definitely be, just, curling up in a little blanket. Yeah, pretty much curling up in a blanket and just being a little burrito.
Ah, little burrito. Makes sense.
Little tiny burrito.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's just nice and fluffy, especially when you get the really fluffy blankets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a nice excuse to get warm and toasty without baking like you would in like summer.
Okay. Well, what's the next one?
Yeah, let me grab that one real quick.
Let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel. Bum 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 bum. All right.
I love Kyle's response. Yeah, I like it not being 100 degrees outside every day, too. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't wrong, is he?
No. All right, so what thing do you want to achieve the most? Are we talking about like overall, or are we talking about like just like in general? Like what are we talking about here? Are we talking about like a basic thing or like a overarching big thing? Small, big, you choose.
Let's go both. Let's start with the small.
Okay, I think I just want to get all the special episodes done, like as soon as possible. That's the thing. That's my short-term goal. I mean, either that or like just getting through the semester and passing my courses. There's probably those are my short-term goals. I think my long-term goal is I want to be able to enact meaningful change to the way in which society interacts and deals with people with mental illness. I want it to be less taboo, and I want to make sure that my efforts as a future therapist are in the pursuit of that particular goal, and that I actually achieve it. Even if it's a modicum of success, I'm okay with that. It's just I want to make sure that I actually get out there and I actually help somebody. I want to make sure all this time and effort wasn't put to waste.
Fair.
What about you?
Let's see. Short term. I definitely want to finish the 500 million projects I've got in progress right now. And actually, get a chance to relax.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to my friends, I've got bags under my bags.
You have bags under your bags?
If I could be a double raccoon, I would be.
Whoa.
Apparently. So, that's what my friends say. Long term. I want to be able to kind of help people, specifically in the education system, because it's kind of right now. It doesn't really... I know I'm in the education system, so it's really bad to say, but it's just gives me more credit, gives me slightly a bit more to say more about it, It does not do a lot to actually prepare people for the real world unless you've got specialized classes, and even then they're a little janky.
Yeah, that's one thing I've kind of noticed is that coursework at the very least at the university levels, they don't seem to actually prepare you for the field. They're just trying to they word vomit information, expect you to memorize it, and learn how to incorporate it in some meaningful way in the real world. And I think that more often than not, it's just kind of it's a futile effort at the end of the day, at least in my mind. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Kyle's thing about the winter was jacket weather. Jackets are awesome. There are some great ones. Let's see here. Oh, financial stability. Oh, heck yeah. Totally agree with you on that, Kyle.
That's just a solid, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. What I want to do is I want to be so financially stable that I'm living on in a nice, big house near a lake. Where I get my windows
That'd
a
be
lake.
fun.
Yeah.
Alright. Next one?
Yeah, next one. Let's go for it. We don't have time to get to everybody, so I'm sorry when it comes to those things. Mood.
Mood, very much mood. I know
Yeah.
we can chat when we're,
Yeah.
doing the spinnies.
Yeah, classical music. With that lake house, The nice cool beverage in my hand.
Well, I would say this is the wrong time for a picnic, but we're in California.
What would you bring on a picnic? Okay. A heater?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I bring a heater, maybe a tent. No, I'm just. Let me see here.
No.
No murder house. My God, host, why does it go dark? I just want to have classical music and have a nice, tranquil, peaceful existence. Where I'm able to have some level of serenity instead of the chaotic nightmare that is my life currently. You know what I bring, honest to God? Egg salad. Every person who brings egg salad to a picnic is a fucking hero when it's done right.
Right.
And host, I love it. A large watermelon. That's
Large
great.
watermelon, yes. Bring a hammer.
Heck, oh my God. Some dynamite. and a cork.
Bring a sledgehammer.
Boom.
For me. I typically do this like pasta salad. It's just cooked pasta mixed in with ripped up lettuce leaves, and then there's like cheese that's sprinkled throughout and melted, and then there's some type of deli meat. Oftentimes multiple times of deli meat. That's my favorite thing to bring on a picnic.
Okay.
If I have to make it myself. If I don't need to make it myself, cake.
Okay. All right, cake. All right. Here's one thing I would say is a kind of like something that I would bring. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm in, let's say I'm in LA and it's during the summertime, I'll just bring a DiGiorno's. And just bring DiGiorno's with a, like a metal, like plate, and just leave it on top of my car. It'll be cooked in like an hour.
You know what? Fair. Do the same thing with cookies.
Yeah, cookies, eggs. All right. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go one more question, then we'll go to break.
Sure.
All right, Rose. You liking the music, huh?
Yeah. All right. Oh, a little too early, but considering people decorate before Thanksgiving, that's not too surprising.
Yeah, it's not too surprising. It's the first. It's okay. It still counts.
Yeah, it's the first. Still counts. Actually December.
It is December. Okay.
It is actually December. All right. What is the best Christmas decoration you've seen?
The best Christmas decoration I've ever seen, I think, might be. It's like a gag. It's like a gag. It was like a guy sticking what looked like tinsel up another dude's ass, while covered in Christmas tree lights and like acorns, and like whenever you walked by it went fa la 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 la. And I'm like, this was like on a tree. I was just like, what the hell? What is this? What kind of crazy mind did this? And honestly, it's just to me, it's like it's probably the greatest decoration I've ever seen. The only thing that honestly trumps that might be, and I say it might be, the tree that's done outside like the Capitol in California, because it's really ornate and like really fancy. But I would say like one realistic little piece that someone had that was an actual true decoration, not like an actual ginormous thing. It was definitely the freaking the ornament.
Let me see. I think the best one I've seen is I've seen a couple of houses with projectors, and I always like it when they can project like a snowfall on the garage.
Oh yeah, those are really cool.
Those
I like
are
those.
really nice and pretty, and some of the patterns they get are insanely gorgeous.
Yeah, they definitely are. I've seen those.
It was like, for me, there's only so much you can take static lights on a house.
It gives it like, but with like the snowfall, it creates like an atmosphere almost.
It
you
does.
know, it really
and, like when you have like this nice chill music, not like jingles or anything, but nice chill, wintry music.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it's that's the scene right there. That's just a feel right there. Like as host would call it, a mood.
A mood.
A mood. All right, folks. I hope that this was interesting and fun. We're gonna go on a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back with a few more little questions and stuff. So, see you in a bit.
Bye.
All right.
Oh,
And we are back. Okay, so let's get to a couple of the comments from earlier before we start with a couple of the questions. All right. I did say we were going to talk about I believe it was the apples, if I remember correctly.
yeah,
Roughly.
the apples. I think you covered the whole, were they red or white? And it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't include the skin, it's just the same whitish color.
Yeah, whitish tan. Yeah.
And then the skins are just their color.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you're going to throw it into a blender, then I guess you got to keep that into account. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it sounds like I'm going to be having a lot of blended food. Like, a lot of blended food.
Hard same.
Oh, my God.
Unless I, like, physically, like, take pieces out, so, you know.
Yeah.
Like, when I make chicken soup, you know, just, like, cook it all so it all gets all the flavors and stuff, but separate the thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Technically, if I use the curry sauce. Okay, I'm gonna talk logistics with you later.
All right, we'll talk logistics. We'll do that. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and throw another question up. Let's do it.
We're gonna perish.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There we go. What we got?
Alright. What do you think would be more fun? Being a supervillain or a superhero?
I mean, this has got to be absolutely, like no. Okay, all right, here's the thing. When we say supervillain, superhero, are we talking superpowers? Or are we just talking like, supervillain or superhero, like ideology?
Let's go ideology first and then powers.
Okay, so ideology-wise, 100% superhero, because I won't want to do bad things to bad people that would torment me for f***ing ever.
It's like we
Okay.
actually have morals.
Yeah, I do. I would feel really bad if I did something wrong. Okay. Now, if we're talking powers, though,
Uh-huh.
it would depend on the powers. I'd be 1,000%. Like, some powers, would just automatically lend me supervillain status with me just being me. Example of this. If I had the ability to teleport at any real level, across the planet kind of level, it doesn't have to be intergalactic or something like that, but just planetary, teleportation, 100% supervillain. I would begin by robbing banks and then robbing the Lego store. I would be.
Oh my god. Ideology, I'm definitely in the same boat for superhero because it's just like I can control a lot of people, but to know. Some of the things that supervillains do, it goes past troll and goes for nothing.
Yeah.
To say it the simplest way.
Yeah.
As for having the powers, to be honest, I'd be using it to troll as many people as possible. I'd probably be labeled a supervillain just because I give people a headache. No matter what power I would have, I would find the best way to use it to absolutely troll a person. Not to maim or murder, but absolutely pranktastic.
Are you tired of being nice? No. Nice is good. Nice is a good feeling.
Nice is fine. Thanks are, funny.
Yeah. Still though, I think as long as the prank doesn't go too far, I'm fine with it. But if it starts to go too far, I feel like that's when I have a problem with it.
Fair.
But I definitely, when it comes to the dichotomy between Batman and Joker, I'm definitely more of a Batman than a Joker, 100%.
Goodness. Alright. Next one, or?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, I couldn't do that to a poor soul. Now, to an evil soul, perhaps.
To an evil soul?
This is why I'm more of a Wolverine-esque type person.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, or a Punisher.
Oh, here's this one.
Oh, God, why not this question?
Meep. Do you prepare? Do you prefer amusement parks or arcades?
Do I have to choose? I like them both.
I know, but I guess yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say amusement parks, and I only say that because every time I go to an amusement park, I'm usually with a whole bunch of people, and we're having a good time. Most of the time I go to arcades, I go by myself, and that's kind of lame and boring and sad. So, I say amusement park, but only because of my own personal experience. But if I had a choice, I feel like if I had a same group of people, I think I'd have an equally good time. So, what about you?
Um, let me think. I think I'd probably go for the amusement parks because there's only so long I can play a singular game, and there's not that many arcade games that I actually enjoy.
Okay.
But like, I can deal with a bunch of different amusement park rides, especially since a lot of amusement parks actually have decent food.
That's true. We did sample quite a bit, didn't we?
Yeah. Not to mention, they're kind of easier on my wallet. Like, at an arcade, I want to get a bunch of tokens, so...
Oh, dear Lord. I will get that $200 ginormous bear.
Get started on the amount of coins and tickets I have on my current Dave & Buster's card.
Okay, we're not going to go there. Let's go on to the next question. Let's go to the next question.
We're gonna stay away from that.
Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. Damn.
What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
Okay, alright, I'm gonna say this now. It's two different sports.
Okay.
I very much I enjoy playing baseball or any version of baseball, okay? But I also enjoy watching football. My experience playing football tells me I do not enjoy playing football. It hurts. But watching football is very fun for me. Because it's like, yeah, get there, kind of thing. But, you know.
Yeah, growl.
Yeah.
For me...
Oh, there.
For me, the one I like to play is actually tennis.
Okay.
And the one I like to watch is kind of volleyball, because I actually like kind of seeing how high the ball goes sometimes. And it's just intriguing to me, like seeing how high people can jump, to be honest.
Yeah, some
and
people
then
got
when
hops.
people, go for the ball,
Yeah.
like even if it goes, like, if it's about to go into the crowd, they go whoosh. It's like, dang, they dedicated.
Yeah.
And then, there's obviously the worry of if they go toppling over separators. That's a little worrisome.
Yeah, I mean, definitely want to just get conked by a divider.
But I think those are my favorite to play and watch.
Okay, alright.
I would say, like, I did do volleyball when I was in middle school. The only reason, like, I had fun with the game. The thing is...
You're too short.
No, actually, I was perfectly fine at digging. They just wouldn't ever let me block. Because I was short. I'm short. It's not I was short, it's I am short. But yeah, whenever it turned out like I would go up for a guarding position where I'd have to jump to block, they immediately switched me out.
Oh my goodness.
But I was fine in pretty much every other position, actually.
Gotcha.
The reason I don't like it anymore is because I no longer have the wrist guards or knee guards.
Oh, I see.
Diving and hitting the thing hurt.
Yeah, I'd imagine they do.
Oh, alright. Want to read any of the...
Sure, yeah, Kyle. So you like so sports, basketball?
You like watching basketball? You like watching any horror game played by Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or MatPat? Well, when it comes to video games. And when it comes to games, you like to play Dungeons & Dragons.
Okay, yeah, Dungeons & Dragons is fun.
Oh, okay. If we're including like games and not sports, then yeah.
Yeah. My list would be very different if we were not including sports. But yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, I mean technically it is in the thing, so yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, okay.
D&D Murder Hobo Century.
I still love my character Avenir. That is my favorite character.
Funny.
He's a legend.
I can't get over the duck soup.
He's a legend in his own time. Anyways.
Alright. All the shenanigans.
Oh shit.
This is kind of funny. I like your clothes like that. What's the strangest coincidence you have ever had? Speaking of coincidence.
When I first got my car, I went to a parking garage in the mall, and I parked my car. And when I came out to my car, there was a car that was exactly this. It was the exact same model, same color, same everything, parked right next to my car, and I accidentally got into the wrong. I didn't get into. I tried to get into the wrong car.
I'm like, wait, you don't have the key. How'd you get in?
Yeah, I didn't get into the car. I tried to get into the car specifically. Yeah, I pulled the whole handle. I'm all like, what's going on? I jiggled the handle. I'm all like, it's not working. And then I was like, wait a minute. Since when did I have a handkerchief in the passenger seat? This is not my car.
Hold up, friend.
Yeah.
Let's see. Strangest coincidence I've ever had. It's not okay. I can come up with two, but they're not exactly strange. Okay, one's strange, one's just funny. So we'll go with the strange since that's what it asks.
Yeah, let's just go for the strange one.
The strangest thing is when I had a essential tennis ball match with a deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Myself and another person were somewhere in a store, and I made the comment under my breath. It's like, this is deja vu, because I remember reading a label for a food item that I hadn't read the recipe list before, so I was like, this is deja vu. The person next to me, that was also deja vu, and it just went back and forth for about like a minute, and I'm just like, this is weird. This is weird. How do you have a deja vu tennis match? Essentially.
That's
it was
funny.
just what?
I like that one. That's funny.
Yeah. I still can't get over the car.
Oh, host says, does his leg end?
Oh yeah, for Avenir.
Oh, Avenir's. I mean, no. I mean, technically, he still exists. He's still alive. He's still a character like that could be brought back at any time.
Imagine a red Civic, white Civic,
No.
and blue Civic.
Oh my gosh.
All
right. 2 more questions and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Wrapping it up at the speed of sound.
Oh dear Lord.
What item do you collect, if any?
What item do I collect, if any?
Would it be easier to say what I don't collect?
I know, right? You've seen my
Like, come on.
my home. You know what is inside there. All right. I collect video games. Oh my shock. Oh my god. But I don't just collect like specific video games. I collect all video games. So I have a very large treasure trove of games of all genres and
discs,
all consoles. And
like,
cartridges.
Cartridges.
I have drawers filled with cartridges and boxes filled with cartridges.
And then electric games galore.
Oh my god, yes. So many. I have binder portfolios filled with game discs.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I mean, there's that. I also collect lots of cards. I'm a huge fan of Cardfight Vanguard, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering. So I have plenty of card collections of those, and I've also recently gotten into Digimon. So I don't have a collection necessarily. I've been actively fighting that, but yeah.
No, not another one. Not another one.
And you could make the argument I do collect socks. I have so many socks. Anyways, what about you?
Let's see, items that I purposefully collect.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, they've gotten a handle on them, so they're not like hoard level collection. Like that. I don't have a different. You say that like you don't believe me. Let's see. I collect containers and boxes because I'm a big fan of storage space and making it look nice. I have a small collection of yarn.
Okay, that's not small. Okay, that's not small. Okay.
What do you mean? It only
No.
only fits into 2 drawers, man.
Yeah, exactly. It only fits into 2 drawers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, it only fits into.
It's small.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's small, right?
Let's see. I have a decent collection of dice. Granted, it only fits into one rectangular container.
Massive.
It's like, I guess, the length of somebody's forearm.
It's massive, people. It's massive.
Let's see. Bead Sprite, like pixel beads. That's another thing.
You gotta mention your plushie collection.
Oh yeah, absolutely the plushie collection. That one's by far the biggest.
You can literally, you could bury a person in the plushies.
That used to be true. I ended up purging a third of them.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna still say that you could bury someone with ones I've
Yeah,
seen.
I could bury myself in them. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Your
lord.
dad collects refrigerators? That's horrible.
The ones he finds on the street.
Oh dear. Okay, let's get to the last question. I don't want to go on too long.
It's
Here.
like nope. We're getting away from that. Alright, last one. Oh, this one's gonna be a long one. What was the last movie you watched? What was your opinion?
Last movie I watched was The End of the World on Netflix. It was a movie that basically began with a person talking to a loved one on a phone and them getting disconnected, and then an apocalyptic event that was never fully explained happens, and basically craziness ensues. Guy goes on an adventure over 1,000 miles to get to go find his wife through an apocalyptic scenario where people are attacking people, fighting for resources. The environment is actually hazardous. Craziness ensues. It left me like wanting more, which some people say is a good thing, but I think it kind of sucked because like it felt like the beginning of the movie was like right there and like it went nowhere. So I would say I didn't like it. It was all build up and no payoff.
Oh. Let's see. The last movie I watched was Weathering with You, a Japanese animated film. It was essentially, it's supposed to be a romantic fantasy because two main characters, one of them has the ability to control the weather. However, this power comes with a slight cost, and it's about their journey about being able to use this ability, dealing with the consequences, and the fallout of such consequences.
I see.
It was beautifully animated, and I liked it. And it's like, I think I cried maybe at like 1 or 2 points.
Aw.
It was just nice.
Oh, sap.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that you guys were entertained. I hope that this was a fun little episode. Look forward to future content like this. We're going to be definitely trying to trim the episodes, make them a little bit shorter. We're going to try and make them more engaging, more interactive, more fun. So hopefully you come in with some questions and some, good statements here and there. And if not, then kick back and watch the silliness unravel. Future episodes we're looking at is going to be a discussion of space anomalies on Saturday. So that'll be cool. We'll get to kind of like point out a few things that I think are interesting, talk about what we know, talk about what they might be, possible solutions, and hopefully you guys come in with some ideas of your own about some of those particular things. So, we'll see you in the next one. Good night, everybody.